Hello and welcome back to FTB Interactions. So in this episode I'm going to be automating Epoxy Resin. So I hope you guys are ready for some more chemistry. Hope you're not bored by it yet, because there's even more to come. But hopefully this should go fairly quickly. It's not exactly something new. I've already made Epoxy Resin once before. So first things first, I'm gonna start off with a chemical reactor. And I'm gonna give it to fluid suppliers. And what this is going to make is hydrochloric acid. Yeah, the recipe is very fast, so I'm just gonna do it stealthy. So we're gonna need some hydrogen. And some chlorine. And once the chlorine gets sent over, now the front works here, so it should work there. Oh, I see the problem. I have been there probably since I built it. Okay, now it should work. And there we go, we have some hydrochloric acid. Alright, let's give it a portable tank. And there we go, we should have some hydrochloric acid. And hopefully it's gonna be enough for the foreseeable future. Alright, so next step on the rest to be produced is gonna be phenol. So it's gonna be pretty easy, just water in a distillery. So here we have a distillery. And I believe I had a second thing around. I think it's in my system. And I have two of these. So there's gonna be circuit 1. So throw in circuit 1. And we give this a supplier. Put in some water. And I think 16 buckets are going to fine. Just remember that I have to walk these. I should have them low. Not that it matters, I don't think anything else can come in these, but still. Alright, so there's phenol. I'm happy to attack now. Locked in. Give it a fluid provider, there's that. So now that I have automated all 3 chemicals, I can now make bisphenol A. So let's extend this just a bit. Probably have to make this platform larger. Right, so chemical reactor here, and then 3 fluid suppliers. In theory, the one in the front should work since only HV ones have a problem with those badly. So let's give this some phenol. I believe. Okay, so I need 2 buckets and I will bucket each. So I'm gonna stock probably just enough for 2 full recipes. Hydrochloric acid. And hopefully that's gonna be enough. So I'm probably just gonna be waiting on some phenol now. I suppose that giving it partial amounts is gonna be fine. And there we go. And that's bisphenol A production. But I think I'm gonna switch the strategy up a bit for these. because a lot of these fluids are only needed for this one process and they're useless otherwise. I think I'm gonna stop actually making tanks for these and just putting them in one from the other. So this first chemical reactor is gonna get two fluid suppliers. So this one's gonna get water. And the other one's gonna get seed oil. And for now I'm just gonna manually add in some sodium hydroxide. I do have a solution for this, but that's gonna have to do for now. So anyway, that makes me glycerol. So I'm just gonna point the sky to the right and also output. And I combine the glycerol with some hydrochloric acid. And that should make epichlorohydrin. Unfortunately, it's gonna make also like a byproduct of water, but that's why I had this trash can. So I'm just gonna add in over there, and now I can use some ender fluid conduit in order to connect stuff up at the back. So again, I'm just gonna trash the water with a fluid filter. So let's take it in now. There we go. And again, I can increase the priority on this, just so it doesn't get filled up. And then I'd get one more fluid filter. And filter in the stuff that I need for the epoxy resin. So that's gonna be epichlorohydrin and bisphenol A. And some sodium hydroxide. So epichlorohydrin, bisphenol A, and insert the brown. Now if I just enable the extract on all these, I should be getting bisphenol A here. Wait, actually, I don't think I've shown this mechanic off. So if you click the backside of a machine with a screwdriver, it allows the input from the output side, which should allow it to get the other stuff, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So that's epichlorohydrin and bisphenol A. So let's grab another stack of sodium hydroxide. And that should make some epoxy resin and some salt water. So I seem to have run into a fairly substantial problem here. And basically the problem is that there are way too many machines on this line and I can't provide enough apps in order to power it. If my understanding of this version of GregTech is correct, this should in theory work. If I add another battery buffer and then turn to face this way, they connect it with the mana steel cable. Is that gonna cause a problem? Let's see. No, but maybe it needs batteries inside. Let's see, because the power on some of these machines was dropping before. Yeah, see, it's so I think I'll have to make extra batteries. Well, I'll try to make extra batteries so that I'll be back. Alright, so I made 8 more batteries. And the cable is fine, so I think it works. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it works. Let's see. So, anyways, back to this. Let's add some massive cables and add an electrolyzer. And what this is gonna electrolyze is salt water from this the salt water byproduct from the epoxy resin. So let's screwdriver the output side and then add in this. And I'm gonna filter in salt water. Oh no, I got the before hiding. Oh, it. Get it out, get it out. I don't want this. That's what happens before you well, I guess I'll just ask void. There's really nothing else I can do, so we just throw it out. I say it's avoiding things, but I guess it's fine. So now the bird to garbage in here, so let me just break it and get it from over here. And now we can insert. So this should work, right? It should fine. Is exactly from here going to be alright? This should work in theory. Okay, now it works. I guess we'll have to see. Looks like bisphenol A production is kinda low because the phenol isn't that fast to make. I guess let's keep it going. So I may add just one more machine here. And it's going to be this, the unpackager. What the unpackager is going to do is going to take this sodium hydroxide with the advanced electrolyzer, and it's gonna make it into tiny parts. Let's face this way and give it the item output, and it should work. And I can obviously I can put tanks for the hydrogen and chlorine, but honestly I don't really need to. My production of those is quite robust, so I'll probably just trash them. Oh, I see what the problem is. Disabling round robin. Should disable round robin for this, and it should in theory pull out the hydrogen chlorine and just trash them. And I can use some item conduits and run it all the way back here. And this can insert. Insert on the boot channel. And this can extract on the boot channel. And that should be all of it. Yeah. And I'm gonna put the supplier pipe on this. I originally thought to use this salt water electrolyzer to provide all the sodium hydroxide, but what's going to be enough? So instead I'm using it for the tiny pots. Let's add the E-tank over here, add onto this plate. Not the tank, of course. And now we can just set up and shut down brown, and it should work just fine. So now all I need to do is connect it up with cables, and there we go. Now I should have a decent production of epoxy resin. At least hopefully. The problem here is the phenol. So maybe I'll change it out for an HV1, I guess. At least the S2 production is, I think it's still keeping up. So that's more of a problem with my distillation tower here. Because it pretty much doesn't have any, well, it has some downtime. Might switch this out for some HV1s in the future. But at least for right now that should be fine. So now with epoxy resin, I just solidify it into epoxy resin sheet. So I might do a similar setup as the polyvinyl chloride here. And I think that I can do this with LV. I guess that reminds me, is LV gonna have the same problem? Possibly. No, I guess the line's much longer there, so it should be fine. Let's add this over here. And then grab a fluid solidifier. And then we'll place just over here. And give it the fluid supplier. Apply some epoxy resin. Give it the plate mold. And then the smart memory chest at the back. And I'll just keep one slot. There we go, that's gonna be enough. And set the auto output. And then give it the provider, and that should be it. So now I shall have epoxy resin sheets available to me in order to use to craft up the next tier of circuit, the nano processor. Right, and this is gonna need now CPUs, so we're just gonna need to do chemical reactors. So I guess it's time to make a HV basement like the line before it. And here it is, the HV chemical line. It looks quite similar to its MV counterpart on the left here. So first things first, I'll need to set up these NAND CPU wafers. So I'll need the energized glowstone for this. So I think I'm gonna set that up over here on LV. Just a boost to cable, basic fluid extractor, give it a supply pipe, and then supply a full glowstone bolt. And that's because I've let the orbital miner run all this time, and I've gotten quite a bit of glowstone from it. So I'll just use that. In fact, I got so much skystone that I set up a cache overflow over here. Alright, so glowstone has already made it into here. It doesn't need to be too fast because I'm gonna need all that much. So let's give it a fluid output and give it the fluid provider. There we go. Alright, and now we can add the chemical reactor over here. Is this going to get a full spire with energized glowstone and give it 2 buckets, I guess. Swap this pipe out for a basic one. And there we go, we have energized glowstone inside. Now the production of the other part of this, which is gonna be the raw carbon fiber and the CPU wafers, are gonna be things that I set up in between episodes, because I don't really have a good way figured out yet. So the raw copper fibers basically an autoclave with platinum and carbon dust. And the platinum is only 1 mil bucket, so it should be fairly cheap. I've put about a stack in there and I've got about 9,000. So that should last me for a while. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna set up a quick and dirty automation of the carbon fiber side here. And I'll go grab as many of these carbon dust as I need. And throw them in here. And that should work. So yeah, that should at least make enough carbon fibers for now at least. For the CPU wafers, I've actually crafted up a stack of them for now, which I think will last me a good bit, since I believe these cut into 7 each. I only need 1 for a nano processor, so I should be fine. So let's throw the CPU wafers and the raw carbon fibers inside, and well, the recipe is going to be quite long, 20 seconds at HV power. In just a couple of seconds, I'll be able to have the first nano CPU wafer. I think I can just throw a provider directly on the machine itself. I think that works. Because really I don't need to cold load that many of these wafers, especially because most of the use is just gonna be to get cut into the nano CPUs. But of course they also have other use as well. I can use a quantum eye and gallium arsenide in order to make them into qubit CPUs. So that's why I'm providing them. Let's see if it works. Yep, there it goes. Alright. Unfortunately, a stack only gets me 4. So We already have quite a few stacks of this. So again, just temporarily move some of these. Put them in here. And there's at least adding enough carbon fiber to keep this producing it. There are tons of CPU wafers. Again, I'll set up the proper automation of this stuff in between episodes. But for right now, this is gonna work out fine. Actually, maybe the quest award will give me some extras. No, but I got some carbon fiber. I guess those can go in there then. Also believe I actually have some more as well. I have another stack in here from a quest award, I think. So to actually cut down these now CPUs, I can use the cutting saw. I can just throw them in here for now. Realistically, I want to set up a lubricant automation before I actually make a crafting version of this. So I can use Silo and Stone. So that should be quite easy. But anyways, at least for now, should have some now CPUs cut up here. And now I can use them to make nano processors as long as I have epoxy circuit boards. So epoxy circuit boards gonna require the sheets which I already made, copper foil and sulfuric acid. So I think it's final time to actually set up sulfuric acid production. I think I'm just gonna use this recipe over here. Since it's gonna be quite easy. Just a single chemical reactor. So we're gonna do it with HV here. And I have my supply here somewhere. And give it just a couple silver dust, not too much, but maybe like 4. And it's also gonna need the fluid supply, huh? Unfortunately, I get that to the front because the machine does like it, so you still go in the side and then connect it with the pipe. And this one will get water. So let me add my tank. This is still from the Soviet as I made way back in DMV tier. I've still got it. So let me lock it in. And I think I forgot to take my fluid provider. I might just find it here and I don't see it yet. Yeah, it's just still hard to see these things. Alright, so I have some sulfuric acid production just like that. Alright, so I think I'm gonna set up another metal bender in order to make foils over here, but this setup is kind of in the way, so I think it's time for it to go. So it's dolling out the chests. By the way, don't use the dolly on GregTech machines. It doesn't go well. Don't do it. So instead, I'm just gonna pull out the platinum over here. Oh, it's hot. Okay. Well, I'll just leave it in the chest. Yes, oh, just gonna go in the chest over here. Alright, let me go and get my metal bender. It's interesting how in GI it's a metal bender, but it's a bending machine. Hopefully that's the last time I'll actually have to use these assemblies. and got the regular get manager set right in the result pipe. And add it over here. And I'll need to grab the socket. I certainly made 2 stacks of these. I wanted to make 1 stack at the correct way exactly. So I made 2 stacks. So I believe foils are configuration 4. Why I'm missing FPGAs? Okay, so I'll have to make some more. Not actually, let me just add a recipe. How do I have this thing? So this makes 8 out of a circuit. Then find gold wire. So 1 circuit and find gold wire. Is the proper one. And that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. And now add the smelting recipe over here. I think I made this off camera, but it's basically a crafting setup for my hellfire kiln. So 1 raw equals 1 real one. Now I should be able to request my satellite pipes, my result pipes. So alright, and there they are. So I should be able to just go to the basic machine here, add in the circuit. Actually, while I'm at it, let me get a crafting set for the assembly machine as well. Alright, so I have named them and added them in the crafting managers. These are the same name convention that I always use. The Azure Panther Foil 1. Same thing on the result pipe. And AG Assembler 01. And same thing on the result pipe. Now I haven't really thought of which script I want to use for this. So I'm just gonna leave it blank for now and fill it in later. Alright, now then, I can take out the soldering away that in this assembly machine. And as well as that, I can take out this crafting module, this one, and this one is useless. So I'll clear it out. I suppose not yet. Maybe I'll need to grab some more, but I want to move my soldering away to this assembly machine and put the crafting modules in. Simply because in order to actually make the nanoprocessors, I'll need an NVIDIA assembler. So let's just upgrade all my circuits. So I'm gonna make another one of these slightly large chests. And I'm gonna give the assembly machine a crafting buffer upgrade. So basically what this does is it uses an attached chest to buffer crafting kills. This, for example, when I want to make a big batch of some kind of circuit. Yeah. For example, the integrated circuit requires a lot of SMDs. And if I want to make a big batch, I can, for example, put 2 stacks of these SMDs, and then there won't have any room for, say, the plastic circuit boards. And thus the recipe all gets stuck. So the crafting buffer helps a bit with that. So anyways, let's add the copper foil to the bender. So I think I'm actually gonna go with 16 foil to 4 plates make 16 foils actually. Yeah, then I'm gonna switch out the satellite pipe for this chemical reactor that I never ended up even using, but I'm probably gonna use it to create circuit boards at least. But I want to change out the satellite pipe for a subwire. At least I made this with the idea that I would use it for outcrossing with lots of different fluids, but I never ended up needing it, so I guess it's a good use for it. So now I'm gonna make epoxy circuit boards with this. It's gonna be one of these, and one of these. I don't know, maybe I'll do fourth time. And there's gonna be the same thing. I guess let's take out this upgrade. Alright, so now in theory I should be able to add the nanoprocessor recipe here. So it's gonna be 2 of each SMD, 2 fine electron wire. There we go. And epoxy board. And the nano CPU. It's gonna set it in here. Oh, alright, so now in theory, I should be able to grab some nano CPUs from here. And throw them inside. So now I should be able to request some nano processors. I'll try 10. So if you look, all the ingredients are coming up at the chest here now to start buffering. Then once it gets all of its ingredients here, I think it's waiting on this thing to craft the epoxy circuit boards. Maybe I'll have to set this up as a passive automation then. So now once it finally gets all the stuff, it's one full recipe at a time. As you can see, the ingredients fast for a second there. And that makes the nether process. So now they should be my request table here. And quest complete. Nano process. And I get more CPU wafers. I guess these can go down here. So actually, instead of making a best automation for this thing, I actually have another idea. So let me go over to the wall of crafting tables over here. And leave this one free. Let's add the recipe for a logistics chassis, the Mark II variety, and I'll make another logistics programmer. Alright, my increments in there. So now I can convert some of these chassis into Mark II chassis. Then I believe this one can hold 3 modules. Okay. E is pretty much the bare minimum, but I guess it's gonna work for now. So I have these modular storages with polymorphic providers, so they don't get filled up. I'll just set it up here. What? Right. So anyways, I can swap this out for a chassis Mark II. Have my polymorphics in there. And then make some active supply modules. Actually, I do have quite a bit of those sitting around, I think. I have one. That's well, one is gonna be fine. This active support module, I can set it up so it requests the process. So I'm gonna make it keep, let's say, 16 of these in stock, which is gonna take some. I don't know if it's gonna cast them up in here. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna take them from other places. So let me get my new processors and integrated circuits. And let's throw them in here for now. So I'm gonna make it so I hold 32 NV circuits, 16 NV circuits, and 8 HV circuits. So now whenever I run low on these, it's gonna send over a request that these automatically, instead of me having to send the request manually. And I can do this for basically anything. It's important. Realistically, I'm gonna probably upgrade these even further and add even more active subwires, because each one only holds 9 items. One other thing is maybe HV machine halls, because now I'm really gonna get stuck into actually making a lot of HV machines now that I have nano processors. So I guess let's hold 4. I think these two generators need stainless steel gears. So I guess let's hold like 4 of them in stock, so I can make these generators when I want. And as you can see, I can add so much stuff. I can add all the electric motors and everything stuff. But I'll probably do all of that in between episodes. So I think next episode I'm finally gonna make that ore processing system that I've been talking about so much over the past few episodes. So I just want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.